Mm. A candle.
Thank you. Please. Oh, friends with different. Please like different people. What's and when the ceremony and fanfare due this man of character and compassion fades into history, when the processions and parades have dispersed, leave with us, O God, the lasting impression and inspiration of a life well lived. Ignite in us the same passion for public service, the courage to champion the underserved, the strength to bear as faithfully the weight of the call to which you have called each one of us. To love mercy as unreservedly, to walk as humbly with you as we have witnessed the testimony of President Jimmy Carter's life of faithfulness. We offer our prayers in the name of the one whom Jimmy Carter would have known to be the first and the last, the Alpha and Omega, his rock and our Redeemer. Amen.
Had a problem ever since I ate the waffle.
Sorry,
Been walking around.
did you sit, did you sit right away? Or you,
No, I sat while I ate the waffle,
and then you got up?
Yeah. Because it's not a plain
Huh.
I have a feeling that it's because it's so gooey, you know.
That's another thing, Christine, it sticks.
Yeah. Well, it's going from up here,
Okay,
down here now.
okay, why don't you just do a little bit of this, Christine, just a little bit, move your hand up and down. Move it on.
decorations in the. And put away the decorations in the dining room.
But the hall. The hall. Hall.
State in the rotunda in U.S. Capitol. They are received to travel for the service at the National Cathedral on Thursday.
Six is up next.
It's time to get on board with high-quality health insurance that costs you less. Enrollment is now open at New York State of Health. Get started at nystateofhealth.ny.gov or call today.
Thank you. When I look around this room, I see a fighting team of brave antibodies. But the flu is coming in strong, so I won't sugarcoat it. I need each one of you on your A game. The good news is, Anthony, the human body we've been tasked to protect, just got a flu shot, which supplied us with brand new gear to defend against the flu. That's right. We've upgraded our game with this new equipment. They give you a little extra boost. So let's go fight for Anthony, for his mom, his co-workers, that nice lady Patricia that lived down the street with a cute dog. In the face of viral adversity, we make Anthony thrive so he can protect himself and the people he loves most. Are you with me? To be the state house, her top priority for
They've had a home on Fuller Road in the town of Peru throughout the day.
We now know this is part of a missing persons investigation. NBC5's Benny Mazai has been at the home all day long and joins us live with what we know at this hour. Hey, Benny.
And well, as you mentioned, I've been here ever since 9:30 this morning, where I have seen law enforcement going in and out of the property ever since I got here. And as a matter of fact, more police vehicles have been here since around 2:30 today. Now, throughout the day, there's been several different police vehicles parked at this home, and I can see that many of the people going in and out of the home have been wearing masks. Neighbors I spoke with off camera say they've been on the property since last night. Now, earlier in the day, state police informed us that this is part of a missing persons investigation, as authorities say they're looking for 40-year-old Jafari J. Joseph of Plattsburgh. He is a 5'7" black male with black hair and brown eyes, and officials say he has been missing since December 29th. And anyone with information on Joseph's disappearance is asked to contact New York State Police, and we will bring you the latest on the situation once we learn more. For now, we're live in Peru. Benny Nazai, NBC5 News.
All right, Benny, thanks. We're also learning new information in a case against a man accused of killing a woman and her brother in their Plattsburgh home last month. Court documents show that Joe Hewitt faces several charges in addition to first and second degree murder charges he's facing. The deaths of his former girlfriend, Miranda Wade, and her mother, Karen Lindsay. Hewitt was charged with arson and tampering with evidence, accused of setting a fire to the trailer that the women lived in to destroy evidence. He also faces 2 counts of criminal possession of a weapon and 2 counts of concealing a corpse for allegedly using a baseball bat and a chainsaw against his victims. According to the district attorney, Hewitt is expected to be in Clinton County tomorrow.
Vermont State Police are trying to find a man who they say robbed a local gas station and then threatened the cashier with a knife. Take a look at your screen right now. This is who police are looking for. Police say this person robbed the Mobile on Broad Street in Clinton. The suspect is believed to be a man about 5'9". He was spotted on security footage. He was last seen getting into a light-colored sedan on Sunday. Here's a picture of that car. Nobody was hurt in the robbery. We're not sure exactly what the suspect stole. Police say you can give them a call if you recognize him or that car.
Tonight, police are still searching for the man accused of driving a car into the front of a Market 32 in Berlin, Vermont.
Devin Halleck was behind the wheel. Police say another person helped him leave the scene of that crime.
This surveillance video shows a gray Subaru leaving the crash site moments after this all happened early Sunday morning. Police say that Halleck got in that car with another driver just before emergency responders got to the scene. Halleck is known to police. They're still looking for him tonight. If you see him, not to approach him.
New tonight at 6, a Governor man is dead after police say he was inside a home when it caught fire and burned to the ground. 53-year-old Eric Wood was found dead in that home on Little York Road in the town of Fowler. An autopsy was performed, confirming his identity. State police are waiting to confirm how he died. Time for a check of the weather now.
That's the other big story we're following today. We've got NBC5's Matt DiLoretto riding in the weather lab tonight, but let's start with NBC5's first morning chief meteorologist Tyler Jankowski. A bit of a sloppy morning commute to get the kids to school, and I can't imagine it's gotten much better out there.
Yeah, I would expect more of the same tomorrow and more of the same on Thursday. It doesn't snow the whole time, but a lot of the time in the mountains and sometimes in the Champlain Valley. Just how upslope snow works, very much a mesoscale thing. In other words, small scale, could depend on which neighborhood you're in. So the wind has been howling, we all know that. That's JP, the live camera shaking in the wind there. We've got another shot here, downtown Barrie. The snowflakes there, but not very heavy, so the road is just a little bit slushy and slick. Newport, also snow on the road there in the Northeast Kingdom. And one more pit stop, the middle of the Adirondacks, Saranac Lake. Snowflakes coming down there, also blowing snow. Temperatures teens and low 20s. Radar shows some of the snow, but a lot of it is under the radar beam. But we know it's going to continue for the next 2 days. Another foot plus for the northern mountains, and even a couple of inches in the Champlain Valley. We will zoom in on that map in just a little bit. and also have an update on the Saturday storm that likely misses coming up. Brian, Liz?
All right, Tyler, thanks. U.S. Customs and Border Protection seizing multiple shipments of counterfeit jewelry at the Champlain Port of Entry, totaling almost $30,000. This investigation started last month. CBP officers inspected several separate shipments which contained various pieces of what appeared to be high-end jewelry. A closer look showed that it was counterfeit Tiffany jewelry. All the items were seized for alleged intellectual property rights violations.
The legislative session begins tomorrow, which is always a day of pomp and circumstance.
House and Senate lawmakers will be sworn in, then the respective chambers vote on the Speaker of the House and the pro tem for the Senate.
Our State House reporter, Stephen Biddix, is live in the newsroom now. Stephen, what are going to be some key issues over the next few weeks and months ahead?
Yes, Liz and Brian, so affordability, education funding, and environmental policy are just a few of the topics lawmakers will have their eyes on. Both parties acknowledge Vermonters want change from the last biennium and more balance after electing nearly 20 new Republicans in the House and nearly doubling the GOP's footprint in the Senate.
Making Vermont accessible and affordable across the board.
It's public safety, housing, and affordability. Probably affordability being key. All of them are very, very important.
It's a new dynamic in Montpelier this legislative session. Democrats still hold a majority, but no longer the veto-proof one they had the past 2 years. Property taxes will be at the top of mind for both parties after last year's nearly 14% increase and a forecasted 6% increase this year.
I think what Vermonters can expect is a reformed education fund that is transparent, understandable, and much more closely connects the district's spending decision to the tax rate that it pays.
I anticipate that we will be laser focused on middle-class tax relief in all forms, and particularly as it relates to the property tax and our education financing system. That begs a lot of long-term questions about school construction, not necessarily consolidation, but how we make sure we have full schools.
Similar to the last few sessions, expanding housing access across the state and what to do with Act 250 will be top of mind for many.
We've made huge progress with housing, but we have to keep our foot on the gas pedal to make sure that we keep the momentum up and getting more units made.
The problem with housing right now is the cost to construct. If the cost to construct was low enough where developers saw opportunity in Vermont, this problem's over.
Environmental policy like the Clean Heat Standard, which returns for its legislative reapproval this session after being passed in 2023, now carrying a hefty price tag, will be a hot topic throughout, along with easing other affordability issues as lawmakers face the new makeup and message from voters.
We need affordability in this state, and we need to get very serious about it. We are doing really, really well before all this spending come along. We're not doing well now. Vermonters are suffering. We need to go back and really be realistic about work together. I'm hopeful that we can, but it all depends on who shows up.
They want us to increase their quality of life and lower their cost of living. I will be measuring all of the proposals that come our way against that metric.
Tomorrow, we will have a Speaker of the House vote first thing in the morning between last biennium Speaker Democrat Joel Krowinski of Burlington and Independent Laura Sibilia of Westover. And over in the Senate, Democrat Phil Baruth out of Burlington will face off against Republican Randy Brock of Franklin County to be the next Senate President Pro Tem. Live in the newsroom, Stephen Biddix, NBC5 News.
All right, Stephen, thanks. A rise in neurovirus as experts sharing the advice you need to take to stop the spread. They say you can keep yourself protected from this nasty winter illness.
Imagine the possibilities in your kitchen with Cambria countertops, American-made of the finest quartz, and a transferable full lifetime warranty. Find kitchens built to last in the showroom at Lee Kitchen Flooring and Appliance Center.
Every month, St. J. Subaru has great deals, but we can't dramatically discount our cars all year. But January, when inventory is plentiful, we are deeply discounting the most in-demand Subarus. So while they last, take $3,000 off Prospects, $4,500 off Outbacks, and $5,000 off Foresters. At these prices, they won't last long. So come to St. J. Subaru before the end of the month. Because nobody thinks that.
How we doing here? Ginny? Better?
Many reasons to quit tobacco. Your family, your health, your money, your future. And to quit offers free support proven to increase your chance of success. Get a personalized quit plan.
Whether
Free nicotine replacement patches,
yeah, it's being something to do.
delivered directly to
It's almost there, but.
Vaping or nicotine pouches? Choose the option that's right for you. Call 1-800-QUIT now or visit 802quits.org to enroll for free.
Start with NBC5 News today. Your certified most accurate 12-hour forecast every day. Letting you know what to expect right now and what's expected. Plus, the region's most complete look at current road conditions, showing you what and where to avoid before heading out the door. And every up-to-the-minute school closing and delay you need to move forward. Everything you need to take winter head off every morning on NBC5 News today.
So does it? nobody
Imagine the
get
possibilities in your
biases?
kitchen with distinctive
Biases?
Kemper cabinetry,
What else
making
should
sure
I
your
do?
space.
Just take it to,
functions as it should.
the
The
huge
huge
whatever.
kitchen flooring and appliance center brings your dreams alive.
Because I can probably store it, because they will pick it up.
I can.
Outbreaks of norovirus are
This
continuing to
thing.
be reported across Vermont. NBC5's James Maloney spoke with health officials who are recommending people to take prevention measures against this illness.
Any congregate setting is at high risk for getting this illness.
During these cold months, norovirus is spreading. The contagious illness, also known commonly as the stomach bug, can
stomach bug
contaminate
is-
food, surfaces, or people. Symptoms include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Medical Director of Hospital Medicine at Fulton Regional Medical Center, Dr. Rick Hildebrandt, says it can spread in any crowded space.
Most common scenario we see norovirus is when people are in a congregate living scenario, like in a cruise ship or in a nursing facility or in a hospital, where there's a lot of people packed tightly together.
That includes schools.
We're seeing clusters in a particular classroom, for sure. We're also seeing if these kiddos have, older siblings, then we'll see it in the high school.
Justine Franco is a nurse for the Mill River Unified Union School District. She says once it starts spreading, it's hard to make it stop.
Norovirus, I think, can go through April, so, it is highly contagious, it's hard to contain.
The Vermont Department of Health says 12 outbreaks have been reported in Vermont since last November. The illness can spread from surfaces and food as well.
Norovirus does cause about 58% of foodborne illnesses.
There is no medication or treatment for norovirus. The Centers for Disease Control say those infected typically get better within 1 to 3 days. The state public health veterinarian, Natalie Quitt, says the disease can still be transferable.
But once they are even feeling better, can be shedding virus in their stool for up to 2 weeks.
Health professionals recommend frequently washing your hands and cleaning surfaces with bleach-based products to help prevent infection. James Maloney, NBC5 News.
All right, we've still got 2 more days of snow and bitter cold and gusty wind to go. Look at that zoomed-in snowfall map. We'll take a look at that and get an update from Matthew Loretto. Route 7 is a mess and a tanker rollover. Temperature there, 19.7, obviously lower elevation, 396 feet. We'll be right back.
Oh.
On NBC5 News today, how a local organization is providing support for
Well, I
migrant
guess
workers
I'm
and
not.
as Trump plans to crack down on immigration.
It's tomorrow, not today.
Starting at 4:30 on NBC5.
At Four Quarters Brewing, we're all about exploring what beer can be and bringing you something fresh, creative, and another reason to come out to a news. Whether you're looking for a crisp lager, a refreshing sour, or one of Vermont's best IPAs, it's all here.
Legacies, brewers across Vermont and New York. Your days start early and often end late, and we admire your dedication to your craft. Lenny's, outfitting your life.
At BT HelpLink, help is always available because recovery is always possible. Talk to us about alcohol or other substance use. Find resources and treatments that are right for you. Get help that's free, confidential, and always there. And find the pathway to your recovery. Call 802-565-LINK or visit bthealthlink.org.
Hi folks, Ernie the Demo Order Group. I know how time consuming it can be to look for a new or pre-owned vehicle. There's lots of choices out there. Wouldn't it be great if you can go to one website to do your research? Try delacars.com. There you'll find 10 different brands, over 1,000 new vehicles in inventory, and you'll find thousands of pre-owned vehicles, all with Carfax history. Save time, buy with confidence at delacars.com.
Della Auto Group, they make it easy. Weather is sponsored by Della Auto Group. They make it easy.
Watching NBC5 News.
A Vermont teenager is recovered tonight in a Boston hospital after a terrifying moment on a high school basketball court last week, as NBC5's Jackson Stover found out. Two communities are coming together to show support for him and his family.
The Smith family is thanking their community tonight after son Dominic collapsed during a game at Spalding High School on Thursday. A time to cheer and be proud turned into a living nightmare for the Smith family.
I can't explain it, honestly.
16-year-old Milton High School sophomore Dominic Barcombe collapsed during a Thursday night game against Spalding. He hit the gym floor. His heart stopped.
And last thing I remember was I was surrounded by a bunch of doctors.
Is that how you read those
He
articles? Yeah.
went into cardiac arrest and was revived by the staff and people who
No,
were
I
there.
think I'm on.
And the Berry community steps up and they're always willing to lend a helping hand, and I think this shows that.
First responders crediting those that were there, quick to act.
Early recognition, early CPR, and early access to a defibrillator is key for survival. So all of the individuals there did a fantastic job.
Dominic's dad suffers from myotonic dystrophy, something his sister battled as well. She passed away after fighting through a similar incident in 2022.
Actually gonna be putting a defibrillator in him, like on his heart, or but so if it ever happens again, it automatically will shock his heart. To avoid this from happening or in the future.
The Smiths are thanking Dominic's team and thanking the community tonight for the unimaginable support that they say they've gotten in just a few short days.
I was getting wheeled out to the ambulance. I saw 3 of my teammates and seeing their faces just filled with sadness, worriness, that hit me on such a deep level. It's just so hard to explain how hard that hit,
including from a Barry community member who was rooting for the home team that night. She's now rooting for Dominic's recovery, making these shirts and sending all the proceeds to the family.
Started selling them just last night, and I think it's less than 24 hours, and I think we are right around $1,500 that we've raised in just that short time.
Dominic is now recovering in Boston. He hopes to be out of the hospital by the end.
So it took exactly 2 hours again.
Unfortunate that he had to go through this, but I totally
Told his operator
that he will be able to continue.
Spalding and Milton plan to play one another again on February 3rd, where both teams plan to hit the paint with Dominic's jersey number 23. Reporting in Barry, Jackson Stover, NBC5 News.
Now, NBC5 First Warning Weather, the area's certified most accurate forecast.
It is a really just horrible day out there on the road this morning until even now, slippery.
I saw someone say earlier, if you can hibernate, this is the perfect day to hibernate. You know what that's like.
Oh, I love hibernating in the winter.
And this is upslope snow. So for some people that may be new to the region, it can be hard to comprehend. But basically, the mountains get the most. Sometimes the valley gets it. Pinpointing when is hard, but you just got to be prepared for those variable conditions. And, when you see the flakes in Burlington, what do I think? I think, wow, a little bit here, a lot on Mansfield, in between it ramps up. I know normal people don't think that way, but if I could just share that knowledge, hopefully everyone else can absorb it.
Well, you just did. There you go.
A+.
All right, let's take a look at what's going on. That is Saranac Lake, couple of flakes coming down. Broadway's kind of slushy, but it's not a lot of snow there in downtown Saranac Lake. It's just pretty to see in the light. Rutland has had a little bit of snow. There's a couple of flakes, but in terms of 4, 5, 6 inches of accumulation, that's more so at the mountain, Ico or Killington, as opposed to downtown. And even Taylor Park looks a lot snowier than it did a couple of days ago. Not really snowing right now, but I think especially as we go forward, Thursday in particular, probably gets quite snowy in St. Albans as the wind flow gets blocked as it hits the Green Mountain Spine and backs closer to Lake Champlain. Temps are in the teens and 20s right now. Gusts have been 30 to 35 miles per hour, so it is frigid. Wind chill right now 2 below 0 in Montpelier. Reduced visibility, a lot of the snow under the radar beam, so interactive radar can be not very helpful in a situation like this, but the visibility report of 3 in Montpelier, 2 in Saranac Lake confirms that it is snowing. And as we say sometimes, all the slippery is in the first inch of snow. We had a little on Route 7 and a tanker rollover a couple hours ago. Matt's been trying to get closer, but it is tough. I think part of the road is closed. Matt, what are you seeing right now?
That's right, Tyler. Part of the road is closed for Lime Kiln Road, which connects Route 7 to Mount Philo Road, all the way up to Bostwick Road, which is that intersection just to the north of Felinos. And I'm just stopped right now at that Lime Kiln Road, and you can see they're actually pulling off all the big tanker trucks and the 18-wheelers off to the side. And I'm not really sure the exact reason for that, but I want to say it's because Lime Kiln Road is kind of a windy, skinny, very narrow dirt road. So perhaps they're trying to minimize some of the traffic that goes along there. You can see the cars, though, are turning around those truckers and turning right there onto that dirt Lime Kiln Road. But they do have Route 7 closed from here to Bostwick Road. So you're definitely going to have to find an alternate route if you're coming up from the south or down from the north. Now, what's interesting is Route 7 itself, not too slippery, but you notice a little sheen on the road. There is a little wetness. So perhaps on some untreated surfaces, it is a little slippery, but it is not snowing right now. Tyler, though, as you said, these situations are kind of thick. It does look like the snow may ramp up, even in the Champlain Valley as we go through the next couple of days. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. We think Thursday has the best shot of widespread snow in the Champlain Valley. There's a bunch out there right now, as we see on Storm Tracker, these waves of moisture coming on down from Canada, hitting the Green Mountains and Adirondacks. Malone's already seen close to a foot to Ellenburg and Chattagay as well. Likely another foot more close to it in the next 2 days. So what a snow producer. No strong low pressure. It's just that moisture hitting the mountains. So the snow continues in the same areas tomorrow, sometimes in the Champlain Valley, and then certainly as we go through the day on Thursday as well. So how much snow? This is only additional from about now, 6:23 on. 12 inches just south of Malone, probably 8+ in Malone, a dusting to 2 inches right near the lakeshore. But look how quickly it goes up. You get to Williston, 4 to 8, Bolton, 8 to 12, Mansfield up to J, a foot plus. And a lot of Rutland County getting at least something. That's when that flow backs up to the west, particularly on Thursday. We're thinking that snow will be a little widespread. So impact weather the next 2 days. Friday's a lot nicer. Sun comes out, less wind. How about the weekend? 27 there. Some snow showers on Saturday. Big ocean storm misses Vermont, but we've got snow showers with light accumulation. Pretty nice there for Sunday. We'll be right back.
The news and weather you need to know to be ready for tomorrow on KBC 5 News at 11. It's all fun, all hybrid, and all-wheel drive. The all-wheel drive Toyota Camry Hybrid. A well-appointed stylish hybrid that's all about exceptional driving range and especially 4.99% financing for 60 months. All drive and
Design does it again. It's our New Year's 50% off flash sale for 9 days only at Vermont's coolest, most affordable contemporary furniture store, Modern Design. Sale starts January 2nd and absolutely ends January 13th. It includes leather and fabric upholstery, dining rooms, occasional accessories, and more. Huge savings store-wide. Lowest prices of the year at our 50% off furniture flash sale. 9 days only, 10 to 5 p.m., Monday through Saturday, closed Sundays.
I love Lakewood BTV because it is so accessible and easy to navigate, and people are really friendly.
Welcome to the great airport. This is the size, it's small, it's convenient.
I love flying into Lakewood BTV because Burlington is an awesome place to come visit, and everything is here that you could possibly want.
Yeah, no, it's terrifying.
This turned out to be one of the most unusual cases we've ever come across. Disappearances.
This most captivating true crime stories. 5 times a week. Spy. Spy News.
The casket of the 39th president of the United States is now in the nation's capital.
The former president's casket arrived at Joint Base Andrews this afternoon. The longest living president's remains were then shuttled by motorcade to the Capitol building, where he will lie in state in the rotunda as members of Congress pay their respects. President Biden is expected to give a eulogy on Thursday morning during the national funeral service at the Washington National Cathedral.
You can stay tuned to NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt in just a couple of minutes for more coverage of the remembrance of former President Jimmy Carter. Open up the rotunda at 8 o'clock tonight for the public to pay their respects as well.
So a little more snow on the way. And we've got some time to tell you about that Saturday storm potential too. So there's the map. We'll zoom in. You see still another 12 or so from just south of Malone to Ellenburg down to maybe nothing or a covering in Plattsburgh. Lake Placid 2 to 4 additional. This is from right now through really Thursday night when it's over with. And then look how sharp that gradient is. Burlington, maybe 1, 2, 3 inches, something like that, but then a foot on Mansfield, foot plus at J. Enosburg is very close to 12 inches additional. Even pockets in the Northeast Kingdom getting 4 to 8 inches more. And you see all of Rutland County and pretty much all of Bennington County get a little something. That's especially Thursday because while this is mostly upslope mountain snow, when it backs up, sometimes areas to the west get more of the snow. So like Lake Bauer-Ramazani probably gets something. So that's the next 2 days. This is the Saturday storm. A little bit more agreement that it goes way out to sea. It's a powerful low pressure center. There's probably some moisture, some energy coming for us on Saturday. So I would plan on snow showers with a light accumulation. Maybe it's a couple of inches on Saturday, but the blizzard potential that was advertised by the American model the other day does not seem like that's going to happen. So it's just lighter stuff over the weekend. The fishies get a little something. All right. That's it for the Spring Bus.
We'll see you back here at 10 and 11. Have a good night.
It's changed again. The road has thrown many curves, but the Automaster is still ahead of them. Shopping in person, online, new or pre-owned. Delivering the ultimate automotive buying process is the experience every driver deserves. The Automaster sets the standard of car buying. The others are still trying to catch up. That puts the Automaster ahead of the curve. T-Mobile is very reliable.
It's always nice to know that T-Mobile has us covered.
I love the fact that my family and I, we can stay connected just about anywhere we want to go.
My network is my lifeline.
T-Mobile keeps you connected on America's largest and fastest 5G network. Right now, switch and keep your phone. You'll pay it off up to $800. See how you can save on every plan versus Verizon and AT&T at T-Mobile.com/switch. Winter mornings can be a real mess around here.